Where's my face? There I am. How else would you look at this without my beautiful reaction to it? 4 minutes? Doesn't feel like 4 minutes. Bum. But what does it mean? God, it could mean any number of things. The whales are coming. The dolphins are going to rise up and kill us all. Maybe the whole game is about dolphins evolving, like that one episode of South Park. No, Simpsons. Simpsons. I can't remember. Round hole? Okay, this is fucked up. It's like babies are trying to learn shit. Square hole, square object, that's already hard enough for our prepubescent monkey brains. How's a baby gonna fucking know to put a crab in a crab hole? That is fucked up, Kojima. What is wrong with you?
Let that yawn
Oh yeah, and Troy is singing in the trailer.
out this road.
This is cool. I love this. Powered by Decima, same engine that does Horizon Forbidden Dawn, Zero West. This is cool. This is the coolest part of the trailer. And when I saw this, I had really high hopes that we were going to like an alternate dimension or a different planet or something like that. It's so fucking cool. I don't know where this is or what it's supposed to be. It looks like Mars. Maybe they're bringing Elon Musk's dead body across the Mars landscape. But they're like basalt columns. Hey, baby Lou! I also heard that they're using like MetaHuman for this, the Unreal Engine thing. Is it Unreal Engine that does MetaHuman? So it's like an AI generated baby face, which that's a fucking weird sentence. AI generated baby face. Come on down and get your own AI generated baby face for our AI generated web store. You want a baby, but you don't want to take care of one and send it off to college, then just get an AI generated baby face. It looks like a baby, acts like a baby, but isn't. You can turn off the baby whenever you want. I'm glad they kind of went with this approach because babies in video games are horrifying. They just take like a human character and then shrink them down. And it never looks good. This looks fantastic. That's a fucking baby. That looks like a baby. It's fucking. You see his little jowls shake like a baby? Leah Seydoux somehow doesn't wrinkle anymore. Remember in Death Stranding, she goes out into the rain and she loses her physical beauty. And then she gets all wrinkled and she turns into an old lady. She's not old anymore. Unless this is a dream or a flashback. Can't be a flashback because the baby is Lou. This is the BB from the original game.
Protect you.
Sick haircut. I feel like everyone that's going to be... Sorry, I'm pausing constantly. A 4-minute trailer, I'm pausing at 45 seconds 10 times. I feel like everyone in the apocalypse should have short hair. You think I'm going to go around in the apocalypse with hair like this? The amount of shit that it'll get caught in. I can't wash it. It's so annoying. I would hope in the apocalypse I don't care about hair. Something's happening. Also, there's a lot of talk about the lines in this one. Notice how not a single line intersects. It's all parallel, which I'm thinking means parallel universe or dimension shit. Because other examples of this show up. I'm gonna get big brain on it. Because Kojima doesn't do anything by halves. Everything has a purpose. Also, fucking terrific camera work. Oh god, guys. Kojima was at the after party for the Game Awards, and I've met him before at the exact same place, at the exact same after party. I met him and Norman Reedus when the game was there. I took a picture with him. It's up on my Instagram. But he was there at the after party, and Jeff kept being like, did you talk to Kojima again? Go up, say hi to him again. But I was like, no, everybody keeps going up to him and talking to him, and it's loud, and you can't have a normal conversation, and we have to like get the translator in to translate for us and everything. It's just awkward, and I don't know what I would say, and I don't want to be annoying. So I had like a few drinks. I wasn't drunk, not even close to it. I was like slightly, mildly buzzed. So I DM'd Kojima. I basically drunk texted him. And I was like, wait, I can't see chat anymore. I want to see people cringe at me. I basically drunk texted him. It wasn't anything bad. I just said, like, what exactly did I say? This is why people shouldn't follow me on social media. You're opening yourself up to a world of hurt. I said, really looking forward to Death Stranding 2. Great reveal trailer. You're an incredible cinematographer. That's it. That's all I said. Nothing else. That was it. Perfect. Just a mild amount of cringe. A lot of fanboying, but in like a very succinct format. Like you can't really like misread the situation all that much. But he didn't write back. He didn't DM me back. And I don't know what that's about. Kind of fucked up. I would love to get a message like that. You realize how important a message like that would be to me if some other YouTuber or a director or anybody at all sent me a message that was like, hey, excited for Iris 2. You're a great actor or something like that. I'd be throbbing at the thought. It's a good text. You guys are weird. Shut up. He probably saw the does he still follow me? I have to know. Okay, he still follows me. That's good. We're in the clear for that. I like that. I don't know if he still follows me on his Japanese account. Let's see. He does. We're good. We're good. Okay, don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Don't parasocial yourself. Don't overthink it. We're still best friends. He follows me on both accounts. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. I'm not even worried about it. I'm not even worried about it. Anyway, this shot here was a good example of good cinematography. I do genuinely think, despite what you might think about his writing, his game design, what Death Stranding was, whatever, you can't deny he's a good director. He's a good cinematographer. This is a cool camera angle. It sells the emotion of the scene. It's a transitional effect that could have been done way worse, but he had fun with it. I like that quite a bit.
Baby, don't worry. It's okay.
Here we have parallel lines again in the handles of the bike. You see? It all makes sense.
I'll always be with you.
Sick design for a bike. It's not a bike, it's actually a unique, great cinematography. Fantastic. Lighting. Perfect. Not quite sure about the whole dead baby thing. Kind of fucked up. Maybe that's what I should have texted him. Hey, Kojima, cool trailer, but what the fuck is up with the baby? Why baby dead? Also, why crab hole? Kind of fucked up. Why did you do that? Why did Fragile eat the baby? Why baby inside throat, if not eat? Lots of questions. I don't know what these things are. They're like cryptobiotes, but they're different looking this thing. Are these lines intersect, actually, now that I think about it? Dead Space 2.
Baby, don't worry. It's okay.
But see that? More lines. That drawbridge symbol, 2 lines, not connecting. And that's the exact handlebars on the bike.
Have to suffer such loss.
Normie fetus!
No, I meant it when I said I understand how you feel. But
Look at that grizzled, grey old man.
Sadness, it'll weigh you down like an anchor.
Also, this thing is straight up Metal Gear Rex. people falling off. That's cool. But it's literally Metal Gear Rex's head.
My crew, Sam.
Like, how are they allowed to get away with that? I know he created Metal Gear Solid, but it's owned by Konami.
It's time for you to hit the road.
Who's gonna stop him?
Start a new journey.
Fair.
It wasn't the UCA that made the final decision. It was APAC, a private corporation. So let love walk.
This is so weird.
Till the morning.
Good to know that in the future of Death Stranding, they have like a fretless, stringless electric guitar. I'm also assuming that all of these symbols and everything on them mean a lot. Why did Troy Baker's character turn into David Bowie, though? What does his necklace mean? Why are his insides on the outsides? I don't know. I also forget what happens to him at the end. Did we killed him, right? But now he's back? I don't know. Maybe his face is all fucked up. Should we have connected?
Well?
Why baby octopus? Why baby turn into squid baby? Squid Game? I don't know. It's fucking weird. But then again, so was the last one. And then by the end of the game, it was like, huh. I mean, that makes sense. But weird. Why baby at all? I don't know. Anyway, Death Stranding 2, pretty hype. Despite what a lot of people thought about the first game, I still kind of enjoyed it. It was a fun game to play. And I feel like I was one of the few people who actually played the game on YouTube. A lot of people seem to have given up or got bored, but I was into it the whole way. In hindsight, it's one of those games where I'm like, I had fun, but I don't think I'd play it again. I want to see some of the environments, but I don't want to like get from A to B as much as I did. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's a crossover with Splatoon. Anyway, moving on, we also had... This is probably my favorite reveal of the night, which is Hades 2. Boom, 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 boom. This showed up, everyone fucking lost their minds. The whole place went wild. And it was immediately obvious as well that it was Hades 2 for not only art style, but the music as well. And I turned to everyone and I was like, you don't understand what this means. They've never done a sequel before. I was literally that meme of the guy in the girl's ear being like, no, they've never done a sequel before. This is big news. That means that Hades 1 was so well received and they enjoyed making it so much that they're making a sequel. Not only are they making a sequel, but they're making a hotter, sexier sequel. What was that meme that came out of it? People were like, the bisexuals had their time. Now it's the bisexuals' time. Everyone's feasting. Hell yeah. Music's so awesome. Oh, don't get Full Metal Alchemisted. Why she got glowy arm? Why claws? Maybe cat person?
Good.
Why glowy leg?
Not good enough.
Double eyes?
Can but learn. And the greatest teacher is out there. Now go. Death.
Also, that dual weapon is cool. Like a dagger and a... What do you call it? Like a sickle, I guess?
To Kronos.
Death to Kronos! Taking on the Titans, baby! That's cool. I like that. Such a cool idea for a sequel. You'd think that they'd run out of stuff with all the stuff they did in the first game, but nuh-uh, we got Titans, baby. Titans versus gods?
Death to Kronos.
Death to Kronos.
This is an opportunity.
Oh yeah, look how cool that design is. Moros, Doom Incarnate. Thank God you wrote his description because I had no idea. I'm glad everyone comes with like a Twitter bio. God, that's a cool design. Fuck!
For you, to make a better future for us all. The least I can do is light you.
Oh God, Apollo, you're so hot! Oh, look at that beautiful hair!
Way down.
About ready to get.
Oh God, dummy mommy! Fuck! So hot! Look at that sword! Look at those biceps! Ooh, we love a strong woman. Fuck! Your wings aren't even attached to you. God, you're cool. Look at that jawline. Fuck!
Give in.
No, I was born for this.
Even the moon is sexy! What's that? I'd fuck it!
Okay, if I call you
Dora
witch.
the Explorer's in this game! Donde está Hades? I don't fucking know!
Like that?
What is that thing? That's cool!
Vengeance for your family awaits you.
I don't know who that is!
He is no mere titan.
That's Hades! He's fucked up now! Why is he all like shirtless and small? He could be big, I don't know. See, his beard doesn't connect either. Parallel universes. It all means something.
He is time itself, and time cannot be stopped.
Wait for me, Father. I'll be this.
So they say, wait for me, Father. Does that mean... I mean, it could be a red herring. It on, like, surface level, it's like, oh, you're Hades' kid again. Like Zagreus. Zangief. So you're Hades' kid again? I don't know who that makes that character. Although I'd never heard of Zagreus before. Is Zagreus an actual, like, mythological creature, or was it made up for the game? Hades had 3 kids? Melanoi is the daughter of Hades and Persephone. Ah. Alright, I'm into it. I'm into it. Can't wait for Zaddy to come back. Oh, that's cool. I don't know what her deal is. The fact that she has heterochromia and what her eyes mean and all that good stuff. She clearly has like a powerful arm. Very cool. Best reveal of the night. I was very, very excited by this. I think that's probably my favorite one. I mean, oh my god, there's a whole bunch of them. We're only going to watch the ones that are like prevalent to me. PlayStation. Also, Final Fantasy 16. I don't really care about this game. I want Final Fantasy to go back to like the medieval stuff instead of this whole like. I guess a lot of this stuff is medieval, but I just want Final Fantasy 9 again. You know, I just want that. I don't want
Safety.
I'm not going without you.
I'm not going without you. I'm like a little baby Charlie Lunnett. Extra, extra. Read all about it. Final Fantasy has 16 games.
I'm going to hold the enemy here while you make your escape.
If I do play the game, I'm going to be playing it in Japanese because I don't want little British boy walking around and be like, why are we in Final Fantasy? God, it's fucked up. Why are kids getting traumatized in video games?
Your Highness! Run!
Run! I kind of like that delivery, honestly. Please don't kill me.
God.
Joshua!
That Joshua's a good scream. That was good. Woo! Let's go! Video games! Look at all that! And all of that happens because you pressed one button. It came up and it said, do you want to press triangle for the super power move? like fucking Kingdom Hearts 3. God, what a dull game to play. Kingdom Hearts 1, awesome. Kingdom Hearts 2, awesome. Kingdom Hearts 3 can suck my ass. I hated that game. Obviously, I'm being hyperbolic because I like doing that and it's funny for the joke. But I hated how much I was playing that game. And then I was like, do you want to press this button where you fucking ride a train for 10 minutes and then explode the entire universe? Oh, God. I just felt so uninvolved in that game. Anyway.
Revenge is a weapon.
But Odin! Oh yeah. Shiva? I do like how big the summons are.
I sometimes wonder if I am controlling it, or if it's controlling me.
I sometimes wonder if I should get Wendy's or Five Guys, but sooner or later, McDonald's takes over.
That's a cool ass design. Is the story in this one that people are the summons and they just turn into him? Because he's Ifrit. I like that. That's a cool concept. Crush him! Oh no, me synapses! Hell yeah. Cool design. Bahamut? Leviathan? Who knows? Who's this leather daddy? Dude's got wings!
No matter how bitter the truth that
Or is he
awaits
Ifrit? No, he's side by side.
I will press on.
There's two of them!
Good boy.
Yeah, that's it. Game of the year. Fucking pack it in, lads. No one cares about what else is coming out. You can pet the dog.
What do we do?
The usual.
What we do? The usual. Head down the pub, have a few pints, and wait for this to all blow over. Oh my god, what a fucking mess.
13 years I've waited for this chance.
We're too fucking bad at made a fire now, boy.
I won't be dying today.
The anima?
Come to me, Ifrit!
That's cool. Get fucking owned. See, all of this looks cool in cutscene video format, but cool logo too. But they also did that for Final Fantasy 15, and a lot of the summon shit that happened in that was so on rails that I just couldn't enjoy it. I also hated those characters in 15. I know, boys' big adventure out in the woods, and they're all having a great time. It's just a big, long camping trip. I don't know, I'm too old for video games. Come to me, Ifrit! Oh god, it's like playing Xenoblade Chronicles. Or... is that what it's called? Yeah. Where the English voices are all like, we've got to beat the machines! And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm out. I can't take you seriously. I'm turning on the Japanese voices immediately. I just can't. I hear enough of it around. I go to town and it's all British. I don't need it in my video games, alright? British people have enough. They have enough of the world already. They don't need more. Final Fantasy 15 had plot. There's also that. Final Fantasy 15 just felt like one giant tech demo.
Don't worry, I'm not really dead. I'm gonna come back alive, and I'm gonna be Bahamut. Or I could be Odin, you don't know.
Anyway, this is Armored Core, best game. It's so funny. Jeff announced this by saying like, oh, a big studio, multiple game of the years. They've announced here before, so excited that they chose this. And then Bandai Namco showed up and I was like, Bandai Namco could be FromSoft. And then like some stuff was playing and everyone was like, what the fuck is this? And I think by here, yeah, it was here I turned to Evelyn and said, Armored Core, FromSoft are making a new one. And because I had heard rumors about it and like some stuff leaked last year about it, or maybe earlier this year, that they were making a new Armored Core. And then this part came on and I was like, I'm so fucking talented. This is a dope trailer. Look at that! What even is that? Fire explosion? Space? Earth? Who knows?
Feed the fire.
Fuck yeah. God, that looks cool. This is very Dark Souls as well. And then when that showed up, you would not believe how fucking loud the room got. It was insane. I haven't played many Armored Core games. I'm not really into mech games in general. I'll definitely play this, but I don't think I'll enjoy it. I think for the people who are into Armored Core and are into mecha games in general, this is a huge win, because this is a very niche kind of thing to put out there, especially after you just had Elden Ring come out, which is your best-selling game ever. And people are so excited about it. So I just think it's cool that they're still doing Armored Core. Don't know what any of this means. I love that. This here kind of looks like a cartoony art style, but also real. It's like a cool sort of mix. It's very stylized. So cool. Curious what the gameplay is going to be like. Also glad they kept with the 6, because a lot of times when it comes to newer games or really old franchises that are coming back, there's like a really big thing about just like God of War. Now you have to call it God of War 2018, Doom 2016. They could have just gone Armored Core Fires of Rubicon and that would have been fine, but I'm glad they stuck with the 6. That shows confidence. Anyway, not a whole lot to say about that one. I think that would be my biggest announcement of the event if I was more into mecha games. But it's still cool. They said that Miyazaki started directing it and then handed it over to the guy who directed Sekiro. So I have faith that it'll be a cool game. Thanks for the subs! Then we have Judas, Jesus' best friend. So this, yeah, so Ken Levine made BioShock. He's been missing. He's not been missing, he's been making this game for a very, very long time. Everyone's very excited about it. For people who don't know much about this game, he's had interviews before where he described it as narrative Lego, which I don't fucking know what that means. That just sounds buzzwordy. But apparently it's a very, very, very heavily choice-based game. And the choices kind of like stack on top of each other and fit together to make your Lego, basically. And I've heard other people talk about this before. People who have talked to Ken Levine and described the game and played a little bit of it and said that it was very cool and Jeff Keighley himself played some of the game and said it was cool. So I don't know what to expect from this, but the trailer itself was pretty cool.
Ship is dying.
I mean, if it looks like this when it comes out,
is with one of them.
it's pretty damn good. Really artistic. This is very Bioshock Infinite. This is cool. The music fits really well with the trailer. No, Doghead! No, that's not the Doghead. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
People say I have this coming. And you know what? They're right.
Hell yeah, they're right. Yeah, burn it all down, huh? Do this. Yeah, and people are saying, like, this symbolizes the narrative structure. Like, you go here, you branch off one path, you branch off another. Like, these nodes are symbolizing, like, the choice-based structure of the game. It could be cool. I'm a little sad that it is as much like Bioshock as it is. Because when I'd heard about the game years ago, I didn't think he was making, like, another Bioshock-y type of game. So gameplay-wise, it looks like it's pretty similar. Like the whole thing in your hand and zapping stuff and like powers and gun in your hand. I know he goes back to System Shock with that, and he invented those types of designs so he can do whatever he wants with them. But I thought it was going to be something different. So it just looks like Bioshock without Bioshock. We'll see what happens. We also have Crash Team Rumble, like Crash Bash. Don't really care about that. Street Fighter 6. I'm not a fighting game person. Oh, the Diablo 4 trailer was cool. The Diablo 4 trailer was probably the best trailer at the event. Because Evelyn and I have been playing Diablo 2. There's like the remaster, remake version of that game. And I've played Diablo 3 before. So we've been going through 2. We're going to do 3 because Evelyn's never played them. And then we're going to play Diablo 4 when that comes out. Just in our spare time. But this trailer was so goddamn cool. Lord of the Rings, like Helm's Deep. Turn back into a person, or he becomes mortal. So then they were saying that's Inarius. I'm not too well versed on the Diablo lore, but I know like Angel dude when I see him. It's Inarius, Lilith's husband. Oh, that makes more sense because Lilith shows up, and then Halsey showed up as Lilith in the Game Awards, and she sang a song. It's very cool. I don't know if that means she has a song for the game or she's voicing Lilith. Just the pace and the camera work and the sound design, it's all so perfect.
Holy name.
Jacksepticeye. Imagine if they just dropped that in the middle of the trailer.
Blessed be the
cool. The extra long spears. Spartans would be proud. Oh, and then they're looking at him up in the sky. There she is! I love this like shake of the ground before he lands. There's so much power in everything. He's not even scared of everything that's around him.
I have returned to hell for you.
I have returned to hell.
Again, when the bass is like shaking your asshole in a theater and then his voice comes out, everyone was like, yeah! So fucking dope. The only bad thing is that it's made by Blizzard. Like, it's such a blemish on such a cool thing. Blizzard fucking suck. And I wish they didn't. I wish no developer studio sucked. I wish they treated their employees better. But then it's like a lot of employees who worked on the game are not shit, and they spent a great deal of time making this game. So it's like you want to help out the people who put their blood, sweat, and tears into it, but you don't want to give Blizzard money. What do you do? Yeah, it'd be cool if Microsoft are in the process of trying to buy Blizzard, but it's being stopped a lot by like the FTC and Sony are being like, no, it's not fair that you're allowed to do that. Meanwhile, Sony make 1 million exclusives a year and have like timed exclusive on so many games. And then they're like, it's fine when we do it, but we don't like it when Microsoft are going to do it. Because exclusivity is a big reason why our game sells so well. And then Blizzard are like, well, we don't really have that many exclusive games, so we'll just buy a whole studio and publisher and just make those exclusive. And then Sony are like, no, not like that now. They're just mad because they're getting Call of Duty. And then Sony are like, well, Call of Duty sells a shit ton of consoles for us. Please don't take it. It's all bullshit. They're all big corporations and it doesn't fucking matter. They don't give a shit about the people who are buying their products. But it would be nice if Microsoft did get to buy Blizzard for, what was it, 64 billion or something? Good lord. And then just fucking weeded out all the shitheads. Just get rid of them. But what do I know? I'm just a regular person who thinks about the people who make and play games. I don't have billions of dollars. I just have millions. Oh, so 68 billion? See, 64 to 68 billion doesn't sound like that much, but there's $4 billion of a difference in that. And that's absolutely gargantuan. Whatever. It's like the Hogwarts game coming out. It's like, oh man, it looks like the best Harry Potter game ever. But then, J.K. Rowling. Why? Fucking sucks, man. How hard is it to make a whole universe full of diverse wizards and then just be a good person? I thought it was easy. I thought it was easy to not be a shithead. How hard is it to be like, you deserve a happy life, other person who I don't know anything about and don't need to? Oh, whatever, man. We also had Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. I'm not a really big Suicide Squad person, so I'll reserve judgment on that until it's out. Bayonetta Origins, I'm also not a Bayonetta person. I know everyone was hyped to see new Bayonetta stuff, and then they saw what the game was, and then they were like, I'll still play it and it's cool, but I was expecting another Bayonetta. The Hellboy game looked cool. Star Wars Jedi Survivor. That looked cool. We'll watch that trailer.
The order is gone. I was betrayed by the one I trusted most.
This was really weird as well, because on stage they just had a tank with like a prosthetic person in it. And then they had like the whole wall was covered in like these tanks. And I was like, I'm pretty good at calling what games are what right at the beginning of a trailer, like the Armored Core one. And then this showed up and I was like, when they showed it on stage for like 30 seconds, I was like, I don't know what we're about to watch. And then they showed up and I was like, oh, I didn't get that.
Imprisoned again.
It looks cool. I'm going to say that I wasn't a fan of the first one. Was it Fallen Order? I really wanted to like it, but I'm such a like FromSoft purist. I've played those games to absolute death. I know the timings of everything got to do with the animation systems in those games. And then when you're playing something that's kind of imitating a style like that, it's hard to not be annoyed by it because it's like I have all this muscle memory for a FromSoft game, and then I play stuff that's kind of like a discount version of it or trying to do the same thing. And Fallen Order was a lot like a FromSoft game by design, but it didn't have any of the like really fluid, like super perfect animation systems and iframes and that kind of stuff. So when I'm dodging something, it's like I feel like I should be dodging this, but I'm not, and all this muscle memory that I have built up in my body is not working, and it just takes so much to unlearn that I wasn't having fun with it. Yeah, it felt a little clunky. Hey, what up, Tubbo? Yeah, this is the Star Wars game. Can't you tell? I know it says it, but look, that's Darth Vader right there. We're just really close to him. So I'll give this one a shot. Maybe they've learned from it. Maybe they've changed some of the mechanics, but I just wish it wasn't so soulsy. I wish it did its own thing, and it was just like it was closer to like a Devil May Cry than it was a Dark Souls. But the visuals are great.
I hear you've been busy.
And Evelyn played the first one, and she said she really liked it, so maybe I should give it another shot. Because it's fun. Look at that. Fucking riding a dinosaur.
A Jedi. Remind our friend here why his kind are supposed to be dead.
Also remind the audience. 2 lightsabers, bitch! You thought it was 1, but was 2!
After all we've done, the Empire's only grown stronger.
Nice. Can I also point out how annoying it is that we always get lightsaber shit, but the lightsabers don't act like lightsabers? Like, he cuts off his legs in the final part of it, but it's like, why aren't you cutting off his legs all the time? And it's like, oh no, we have lightsaber armor. You can't get through it because it's protected against lightsabers. It's just kind of annoying. I want a fucking Star Wars game that's like 18 rated. I know it's not because all the kids love Star Wars and we need to pander to them, and I get it, but I want to see arms and legs get fucking chopped off. It's so cool. It'd put me up against 1,000,000 droids and let me just throw a lightsaber through like 100 of them and watch them all collapse. It's awesome. Dude, he's got a beard now.
Thanks, bud.
Thanks, babe.
Part of the job, Gustus.
The Jedi is a threat.
He's got a beard now. He's so hot. Go back. He's so hot. And he came out on stage too, and he was so excited, and he seems like a cool guy in real life. Look how handsome he is. Yeah, that! I want more of that! He's stopping time!
As long as we fight.
That's cool! But you see that? Also, if he can stop time, or like go really fast, doesn't that make him like one of the more powerful Force users ever? Is this shit canon? Because I remember when like Kylo Ren stopped a blaster bolt mid-air and everyone was like, holy fuck, that's really, really powerful. And then Starkiller in the Force Unleashed games brought down a Star Destroyer, like collapsed the whole thing, and everyone was like, wait, is he canon? Old Republic era powers. That makes sense. They were more in tune with the Force back then. But still, that's really fucking powerful.
As long as we
but
fight.
This kind of stuff, all of this stuff, I want it to be physics driven. I want it to be physics, dynamic, super fluid. This is so nitpicky and so annoying, and it really means nothing to anybody who enjoys these games, and it's just me being a fucking annoying bastard. But there's so many animations going on that he's like locked into. Like when he like throws the thing and freezes midair and then starts swinging. I want that to be all one fluid animation. I know, it's so nitpicky. I'm sorry. People work very hard in these video games and they're very, very, very hard to make. And animation systems are very tricky, especially when you're interacting with a lot of things like that. But just visually, that like slowness makes me not feel like, whoa, the movement, the fluidity, the speed. That's Kylo Ren's lightsaber. That's cool though. That one where he has like the double lightsaber and he threw that around and like chopped like 10 droids in half. Like that's the shit I want to do. I know you need to make it different so that when you're like fighting a ton of things, you need to like make the enemies harder. You can't just go up against a bunch of silly droids all the time. But I just want cool shit. It's kind of what the Force Unleashed games did. It was just, you were so strong, but it was more about the quantity of enemies rather than like, oh, you're fighting like 2 hard dudes. I know it's a different fighting system. But hopefully it's good. People enjoyed the first one, and that's, my opinion doesn't matter. So hopefully people enjoy the next one. They had Crime Boss, which is a really weird game that they showed off. There's a ton of celebrities in it. Yeah, the Hellboy game looked cool. Earthblade looked okay. Banishers, which is by the people who made Life is Strange, which it could be cool, but when he said, so, there's something in the trailer, he's like, we banish people. I turned to Evelyn and I was like, we're banishers, as a joke, and then the game was called Banishers. Remnant 2 looked cool. Tekken 8 looked okay. I'm not really a big Tekken guy. Idris Elba was announced. Horizon Forbidden West PS5 DLC was announced. Ooh, Space Marine 2. Ooh, yeah. For the Emperor!
We are the defenders of mankind.
Look at that Ultramarine!
Against the horrors that dwell in the darkness.
Oh, man. I know a lot of you probably don't care about Warhammer or the 40k universe at all. And that's fair. It's a big thing to get into and it's not for everybody. But I've been really getting into it. I started reading the Uriel Ventress Chronicles, the Ultramarines novel, and it's so good. It's starting to devolve a little too much into politics for my liking, but that's kind of the 40k universe. But if you've ever watched Astartes, the short film, is his name Syama Pedersen? I don't know if I pronounced his name right or if that's even his name, but you know what I mean. Oh, it's so good. But oh, Dark Tide just came out. That's been fun. Now we're getting Space Marine 2. Look at that.
We draw breath. We stand.
The Emperor provides.
While we stand. We fight.
Kill that Xeno scum. That's so awesome. He's got his jump pack on. He's so cool.
We are the angels of death. We are the blade drawn against the endless night.
Fuck yeah.
Nothing will survive our wrath.
Yeah. Rabute Gilliman would be proud. Is that how you pronounce his name? Fuck yeah, it looks so cool. And Henry Cavill's going to be in a TV show or a movie about it. I don't know what part, but they're making a Warhammer 40k something live action. And he's said that he's going to be in it. The Emperor protects. Yes, brothers. Let's get rid of this vile scum. Anyway, I'm going to play Space Marine 2 and it's going to be awesome. Sounds like Trevor from Castlevania. He actually does. Jack and Mark having an intense discussion about Warhammer. Oh, we have. Well, maybe not an intense discussion, but Mark's big into it as well. But we talked about the Astartes short. Maybe we'll watch that. I think have I watched the Astartes short on a stream before with everybody? I can't remember. What about Death Stranding 2, though? You're about 30 minutes late, but we did talk about it. They had Vampire Survivors mobile and DLC. That's cool. Vampire Survivors is an incredible game. You should all go play it. Dune Awakening. It's so... They were showing Dune. I was so into it. And then it said MMO. And I was like, oh, man. They did that with the last one as well. Where it was like, oh, Dune? Oh, Spice Wars? Cool. And that was like a strategy game. And I'm like, oh, man. Blue Protocol looked cool. Kind of like a Genshin-y MMO type game. That looked awesome. Returnal PC port. Returnal is awesome. I'm excited to play that on PC. Last of Us Part 1 is coming to PC. Cool, I guess. Lords of the Fallen. This is a cool one. I don't know why it's starting here with Leslie and Ray. But cool. I love this Captain Marvel. This person won the award for accessibility for God of War Ragnarok. Oh, maybe you'll see me. No, I was over here somewhere. Can't see it. But this is a weird game because Lords of the Fallen came out and it was like a Dark Souls knockoff. And it was not very good. And then they made The Surge. And then that was okay. And now they're making Lords of the Fallen, or sorry, The Lords of the Fallen. So I think they're like soft rebooting it. I don't really know what the deal with this game is, but the trailer is fantastic.
Holy Aureus, giver of life and light. In your divine radiance, we trust. Shield our souls.
The art style is nuts.
Our hearts with hope.
These subtitles are way behind.
And guide our path eternal.
It looks like a Nazgul.
Turn our gaze from what lies beyond your luster, where wickedness dwells, and the shadows reign. Arm us with your golden splendor, so that together may we vanquish the darkness.
So awesome.
In light, we walk.
So it seems like you have a lantern that shows like the other world. You see it like shining up here and showing all of the like tendril stuff. That's kind of cool. It's like the Medium or Soul Reaver where there's like another world on top of ours. Oh my god. Seems like it's still keeping the same combat style. That's badass. The hell is that?
Vanquish the darkness. The Lords of the Fallen.
Woo! That was me in the crowd being like, yay!
Vanquish the darkness, Lords of the Fallen. If you don't vanquish the darkness, then who will?
Anyway, those were the best trailers for what I liked. I think it was a very, very good show. There were so many big reveals. Very, very cool games coming out. I'm excited.